Hey guys, what's up? Sora here, back with another Shadowverse video, and okay, before you click away because you're seeing Haven stuff on the board, hear me out. This is actually a brew. I did not net deck this at all. There's probably more optimal builds that are going on right now, and there's also probably going to be a lot of similar builds despite me not having net decked this. But this is my take on Summit Tenko, or Tenko Summit, as you guys see down there on the board. This has a pretty simple thesis statement, which is that rather than just depend on one gun, which is the Tenko Shrine, you also depend on Summit Temple and the Heavenly Knight package. Now, you guys have probably, if you guys have been playing ranked for the past few days, you guys have likely already seen what this deck is all about. So I'm not going to be focusing on that as much. What I'm going to be focusing on here is how to beat this deck. I'd rather empower you guys in getting better against this matchup. So I'm going to showcase the good matches that I lost. I'm going to showcase probably like 1 or 2 matches that I did win. And that's going to be relatively simple. At the very least, you guys know the engine of the deck, how it's going to work. But I'm going to showcase more of the decks I lose to. That way, it may give you guys some ideas on how to best counter this deck. I'll also wrap it up at the end to give you guys like the results of the deck, as well as what you guys can start teching in as you prepare to face against Tenko Summit. With that being said, let's get started. Alright, next game is up against Sword. Sword is pretty good. Mid-Sword, particularly. I'm going to be showcasing a mid-Sword deck relatively soon that I think does really well in the meta. But for right now, I think we'll... See, I'm kind of tempted to not keep Summit here because it's not as useful on 1 against Sword. It does help trade, especially if we get Snow White though. Fine. It is a key card of the deck. It's one of the 2. Hopefully we draw into Globe here though. Yeah, especially with that play. Not great. Not a great hand, but we'll make do. We will make do. We will ignore that because Mars is the much bigger threat. Or we'll play this. Mars is the play here every time. They always have this curve. Every Sword player that you face on rank right now always has that curve. No matter what. Even though it's like a really, really small chance of getting it, they always have that curve. We're playing slightly off curve right now, which is fine. At the very least, we have the pieces. If we get Tenko Shrine here, I'll probably still play it. And then go into... Oh my goodness. When at first you don't succeed. Yeah. That's definitely getting banished. I'm sorry. We cannot allow that farce to happen. Like, that's how they explode. The good news is, they have a lot less targets with Round Table Assembly though. And we do have a pretty beefy Cernian Hind incoming. See what I mean here? That doesn't really help them though. Because I'm just gonna Cernian Hind. Cernian Light Hind here. I don't even need to evolve because of Summit, huh? But do I want to is the question. Because what does their play on 6? Kuhulin, more than likely? If I don't play... Yeah, I need to temp out Kuhulin here, otherwise I won't catch up on the power curve. Yeah, I need to tempt the Kuhulin here. Even though this can kill perfectly fine. If they are able to set up like Val's or the Dragonite Vein. I'm forgetting. That's the last thing I want. Next turn we set up Delafil and then Heavenly Knight. Yeah, figured. He needs to swing everything here in order to trade.
Victory or death!
Day for a fight.
Eat up. Forgive me.
Yep, he needs to swing everything. Which is unfortunate. Yep. He already committed to that play, so... Okay, that destroys that. Perfect setup for Delafil here, I think.
Use something.
Yeah. Perfect setup for Delafil.
Let the gems light your way to
On
success.
7, we don't really need to worry about anything. So... be fine here. And then next turn we have White Fang into Tenko Shrine. If he does Arthur, we have Jean. Yeah, we have plenty of options.
No quiet.
Man, that is the third Mars.
Your head's held
That's
high.
fine.
It's now in doubt.
Alright. Well. Okay. Sounds good to me, sir. This is why we have the backup plan.
From the heavens above, justice is delivered.
We probably will want to spend 1 Evo here. And let's spread out the threat just because we don't want Kahulin to get max value.
Shine ever enough
14 damage to face incoming?
Justice!
Yep. They do have Charlotta. Charlotta is a ward as well, which most people don't know. Yeah, that's not enough. It's not enough to clear the board. Well, they can technically clear the board, but they lose a lot of tempo in the process.
Justice can never.
Goes into that. This goes into that. And then they just get cleared by Jean. It's actually a pretty feels bad moment. Alright.
I shall guide you to glory.
All burned out.
Cool. And we still have, if they drop Arthur here, we still have an answer. They can only combo all 5 into Magnus.
Don't get too carried away.
So they probably kill this. But then they get punished by Tenko Shrine. That's actually pretty feels bad. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty rude what I'm about to do here. This is actually pretty rude. Can I kill? 3, 5. No, not quite, I don't think. Oh no, I can kill. Yeah. I can kill because I have a Delafil. That's rude. They give 2 targets.
What an eyesore.
That is pretty rude.
You wouldn't.
You give 2 targets for the already tempo lost Holy Pure Bomb.
An exemplary battle.
Oh man. Oh gosh. Yeah, this deck is pretty darn good. Pretty darn good right now in the meta. Delafil, I think, is going to get nerfed. I just really truly believe that. It can heal you, it can heal followers, it can't heal both. That's the problem. Like, healing both is just, yeah, anyway, I'll go into that later. But yeah, she can't really do everything. She really should not be able to do everything. Alright, probably last game, it's up against Haven again. I was hoping that it wouldn't be Haven, but it's really popular right now on the ladder. Let's see, we don't need that key card, but not that key of a card. No. Well, actually yes. If I think about the match, especially because we drew this, I think yes. Late game finisher, engine, draw engine. Alright, we have an evolve on 5. I still don't get why people place Heal Tome on 0 or on 1. It doesn't make sense to me. It truly, truly doesn't make sense to me. Like, teaching gives you so much more value, especially on the early turns of Haven. And the Haven Mirror, no less. Like, why would you need to be casting anything that is a follower at this point? I guess he just wants to curve better into Holy Temple line. The only thing I can think of. That seems like super greedy to me, that's all. We play into Father Punishment with this, but there's no way around it, I think. Unless we play... I guess we can... Yeah, I think this is slightly better. Although there's no way he's trading into that himself, but how do we punish that? Oh, well, I guess this builds the bigger board, ultimately.
Crystals of snow shimmer in the night.
You can save the Tenko Shrine for later. I think we're on the Summit Temple side of the plan right now. That's 3. That's the 3 you needed. And the scripture as well. Okay. No Evo. Alright. Well, given that happened, I think we're unfortunately forced to Tenko Shrine here. So we need to set up for Delafil. But that dies. Yeah, I was not expecting a blacken at that point. Can also do this, but that doesn't curve well into anything. You can save the Tenko Shrine for later. Just clear as much of the board as we can. Put the third follower on the board. And we can do this next turn. Then Delafil plus 2 triggers on the Tenko Shrine. I guess that's our best bet. He's gonna trade it himself anyway, I think. So it doesn't make sense for us to clear the board for him. And we're gonna lose the battle attrition here. Like one of our ways out is Heavenly Knight. Summit Temple Heavenly Knight out damage. Because the key to Holy Line is to have the room to play the actual Holy Lines. So I'm not gonna create that room for him. Prism Swing is super good. And I evolve into that.
The moonlight.
Yep.
That hurts.
I don't think Lorena quite helps us here. No, because he's just gonna play a 4/4 next turn, evolve to 4. Yeah, I think we're in a bad spot. Alternatively, I can set this up right now, but what good does that do? Not playing anything doesn't make sense because he's representing Evo points. That's 12 damage he's representing, so I have to trade into this. Keep the original.
100 prayers and 100 punches. It's making me
You have to keep the
wild.
original plan.
The word of heaven is this'll hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy Line's good. Maybe good against Tenko, but really good.
Me
Yeah, he actually saved that too.
It's making me wild.
Repent harder! Harder, I say!
Yeah, I think keeping Delafil in the beginning was a greedy play for me. I just mulliganed wrong here.
I shall guide you to glory.
We'll play it out, however. There's no reason not to play it out. Try to learn as much of this as we can. He's about to get the storm followers. Yeah, Jean doesn't do anything this match.
This holy fragment.
From the heavens above, justice is delivered! For great justice!
No reason to
Someday,
trade here.
the true
Because
peace
he's gonna run
comes.
his own stuff anyway. There's absolutely zero reason to trade. You can get two at the most. One of them is gonna be the storm.
Justice can
Or
never...
that. Not quite. See what we draw first, I guess. Heavenly Knight is our only answer.
A fair a day keeps the doctor away.
Yep.
From the heavens above, justice is delivered!
No reason not to
For
trade
great
here.
justice!
We're gonna lose. We're either gonna win or we're gonna lose. One of the two. He'll probably lose because all he needs is 2 crystals to swing into this. Yeah. Yeah. And he just has the other one. GG.
Guess I'm not gonna reach the moon.
GG. Yeah, no. If you draw off curve, Holy Line is strong. Holy Line is strong. My biggest mistake in that matchup was just keeping the DLF. In the beginning, I should not have kept DLF. Alright, last game. Up against Forest, even though we had it already.
Drives me mad.
I just didn't want like all my matches to be up against the Tenko or either Tenko Haven or Lion Haven. I have plenty of examples of that right now. Snow White is valuable here, especially if it's aggro. We'll keep the sealed tone. Not that great. DLF. No need to play that, I think. Because we are on the draw. Just play the Snow White as normal. Or... yeah, given that he didn't play anything here, I don't think we need a Snow White as much now. Might as well try to set up for Summit or Tenko.
May the forest be at peace.
It gives him less targets for Airbound Barrage as well. It's actually a better setup for 5. I think it's more valuable to get this now than to get the draw now rather than later. Okay. Snow White is really obnoxious for him here.
What a bunch of slobs. Hey, let's play. That hurts.
We'll save this for Hind, just in case we need to pop the Hind in the mid game. So we don't need this now. So I'll do that. than Snow White.
Crystals of snow shimmer in the night.
That way we force a potentially bad evo for him. He can also just play Brambles here, which is totally fine by me. I don't care. This deck doesn't care about Brambles as much, although it still is a very powerful card.
Hey, let's play!
Sure.
All night, crystals of snow shimmer in the night.
An evo? Is he gonna spend the evo to trade into this? Hell no. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Winter ends. That hurts! I'm gonna rest for a bit.
Now we need to spend one of the hinds to hunt. That way you just can't leave it alone too. Let's see what we draw first.
The moonlight!
This is essentially just a draw effect. DLF. Get our heals up.
Let's write ourselves a happy ending.
So it's not aggro, it's mid-range.
You're done for!
Although...
Come on, doll! Let's get bored!
yeah. That's probably his best play here. Huh. Now I'm regretting that, It's actually pretty awkward. Damn. That is pretty awkward. Let me think. I can do Holy Priestess, Gemstone, into Punch here. That seems like a waste of a punch. Wait, I don't think I really have any other choice. Otherwise, we just lose way too much value. All right, I buy it.
100 prayers and 100 punches! It's making me wild! The word of heaven is truth! Time for discipline! Fine, if you're gonna be like that.
Well, I guess it might as well make the best out of that. Have trade fodder later. I meant to play this first, but it's fine. Next turn we can DLF into Summit Temple, and then the following is Cernyaheim to Gemstone. That's fine.
All are equal before
And this does serve as better trade fodder against Venus. Fairy.
Feel! It won't be long now!
6, 7, 6, 8,
Love enriches
4.
the heart.
Wow,
I'll train
that's
harder for
obnoxious.
next time.
That feel is actually obnoxious. I might feature this video. I probably will feature this video just because of how obnoxious that play was. That was an obnoxious play. I have to respect. That was insanely obnoxious. Oh no, we can't. No, no, never mind. We have a play.
Let the gems light your way to success.
Yeah, we have a play here.
The winter comes.
Thank you, Summit Temple.
Crystals
I'm like,
of snow
that was
shimmer.
obnoxious. If we didn't have Summit Temple there, we would
The
be
winter
screwed right now.
comes.
That was good. That was a good play. I have to respect that a lot. Like, he thought out that turn. He thought that turn tremendously.
Let's go to the ends of the earth.
Still have a problem there.
How
Not out of
could
the
you?
woods yet. Alright, let's see. Yeah, because that's all of his play stuff, right? I can set up for the long game here. Because I know I want to save this. Highly doubt that he has a Leaf Man. If he does play around, if he gets 6 damage into me, that I have to live with it.
Let the gems light your way to success.
I have to live with it. Because if I spend this early, we're essentially dead.
The stars.
I thought that was gonna come down.
How could you?
Hopefully Evo's that.
Launch field. Launch field. That hurts.
Now we're forced to Carapace. Although he probably has Vanara, right? Yeah, no, that was good. Vanara into Phil, we're dead. That was good. Even if I play Heavenly Knight, he can still Vanara. Yeah. So we have to hope for non-Vanara here. Probably want to draw, huh? Tenko trying a little bit too late.
I shall guide you to glory.
Good game. This was really good.
By the wind.
He thought that through.
You're pretty
He thought that
good.
through insanely. Yeah.
You and I will have
No Vanara.
fun.
Can set up Tenko Shrine into Cernian Hein. If this is his play.
Another of God's trials.
Launch field.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, we have to hind this. Otherwise we just die. And that kills that. You lose the heal, but that's just enough. Nothing to do on this floor.
Oh, heat.
Can Vanara here at any time, and we're dead. So unless he's just drawing badly because all he has is fills on his hand.
You and I will have some fun. You and I will have some fun. Will you be good to me?
Evolve.
This ends here. I'll finish you off now.
From the heavens above, justice is delivered! For great justice!
I have no idea how we're gonna win this. I think we're just stalling for time at this point. Yeah, especially with that. We got unlucky there. GG.
You're pretty
GG.
good.
It was perfectly curved. I cannot complain about that at all.
Justice can never die.
Yeah. Attack twice. GG's.
You're pretty good. Hurts. Hey, let's play. Hey, let's play. Fine, fine.
Yep.
I
Yep,
admit
yep,
I
yep.
lost.
Deck's good. Deck's really good. And there you have it, guys. So hope you guys learned something from that. Hope you guys enjoyed that. The two decks that I featured that I lost to, which is Tempo Forest, as well as Lion Haven. There are ways to combat this deck. There is tech cards such as Fodder Punishment. Seraphic Blade is an okay tech card, although it's not really the best. Given the amount of tempo that you lose, you're trading 6 play points for 4 play points, while I probably have something like a Delafil on the board, a Marchair on the board, and stuff like that. So, but there are tech cards out there. Sword also has a tech card called Axe Destroyer right now. that you can use against this version of the deck. Now, as far as if you guys want to run this deck, I highly do recommend the hybrid version over just the Tenko Shrine version. The Tenko Shrine version, a lot of people will catch up to that at some point. The pure Tenko Shrine build. It is going to be punished sooner rather than later, and you're going to need the Summit Temple in order to spread your threats out. I don't think it will ever be a bad deck, especially with the existence of DLF. DLF is just that strong that it justifies running Tenko Shrine regardless. But I think I highly recommend that you play Summit Temple in the deck already, if you want to climb the ladder with it. The next piece of advice that I can give you is, as far as the slots for this deck are concerned, I'm not sure about Tea Time. Tea Time is good, don't get me wrong, Tea Time is great. However, I feel that there are better options on 5 that I could be playing. I'm also still not sure about Lorena as well. I know she combos well with DLF, I'm just not sure how well. If I'm going to tech against Lion Haven, I may need to slot in my own Seraphic Blade, as crazy as that sounds. Or maybe even my own Father Punishment, rather than Lorena, as crazy as that sounds. Just because it counters Tenko Shrine as well as Lion. I think I had a 1 out of 3 win rate against Lion. Lion is that good against this deck right now, just because it's slow to set up. And if you're slow to set up, then he's going to get 4/4, which Tenko Shrine doesn't really trade into unless you have 2 on the board. And even then, that deck has ways to punish that with, like I said, Father Punishment. So, all in all, I think that this deck is really good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not addressing that elephant in the room, but there are counters to it. And I hope you guys dig deep into your card collection, see what other cards may be played. Like, everyone dismissed Father Punishment at the start. He's actually really good against this deck. So, goes to show that there are still, the meta is still developing out there right now, that there are still cards that you can play to counter Summit Haven, rather than just give up and say, oh, it's Summit Haven or it's Tenko Haven, I don't want to play against it, right? With all that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys did learn something. This has been Sora. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.